Traditionally, the book Baruch is attributed to Baruch, the secretary of Jeremiah. Modern scholars typically maintain that Baruch was not written by Baruch, but rather consists of a variety of writings that were put together possibly by Baruch. As identified by Scott Hahn, Baruch is comprised of 5 parts: introduction, confession of sins and prayer for deliverance, Mosaic Law and Wisdom, Lamentation, and Jeremiah's letter against idolatry. In the introduction, Baruch states that he composed the book when the Babylonians conquered Jerusalem, burned it, and deported its people. This is followed by a confession that we have sinned before the Lord and have disobeyed him. Baruch pleads for God to hear now the prayer of the dead of Israel, of the sons of those who sinned before you, who did not heed the voice of the Lord their God. The intense suffering the people of Judah are experiencing, coupled with the intercessory prayer of the dead, asserts Baruch, are God's way of calling them to obey his voice, to walk in the statutes of the Lord, Baruch 3:10. Baruch prophesies through the voice of Moses that while the Jewish people are in exile, they'll come to themselves, for God will give them a heart that obeys and ears that hear, Baruch 2:30-31. God also one day will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people. And I will never again remove my people Israel from the land which I have given them. Baruch 2:35. Chapter 3 then refers to a wisdom that will appear upon earth. She is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endures forever. Baruch 3:37-4 and 1. Church fathers interpreted these verses as fulfilled in Jesus, who as the fullness of wisdom was born in time and dwelt among human beings. As Irenaeus writes, the prophets, receiving the prophetic gift from the same word, announced his advent according to the flesh, by which the blending and communion of God and man took place. Chapter 4 and chapter 5 integrate deep sorrow for the evil the people have committed with the certain hope that God will never totally abandon them. For he who brought these calamities upon you will deliver you from the hand of your enemies. Baruch 4:18. Baruch concludes with a letter by Jeremiah that condemns idolatry, including sex with temple prostitutes, who falsely promise mystical union with a god by means of the sexual relations. Baruch 6:42-44.